y'all, welcome to Scarlett's Intuitive Life. Today we're going to be making some Asian zucchini, kind of like an Asian meal. I call it teriyaki chicken, zucchini, and rice. So this meal, I got introduced to this meal a long time ago, actually, from my first husband. He really didn't cook a whole lot. I think he cooked this one meal, and at one other time he tried pork chops. But this meal was the only meal he knew how to cook. So what it is it's chicken. You can use chicken thighs, chicken breasts, whatever you want. I'm going to use chicken thighs, and you marinate those in teriyaki sauce. So I have my chicken already marinating. This is the marinade that I use. It's called Teriyaki Sauce from Great Value. I live in a very small town, and we don't have any of the other grocery stores. All we have is Walmart. So if I want to go to any other grocery stores, it's about an hour away. So you're going to see that most of my ingredients come from Walmart. So I just kind of work with what we got, and it works out well. It's fine. And anything else that I can't get here, I usually get on the weekends when I go out of town to the other stores. And I also do a lot of shopping on Amazon. So if you are watching this and you're more rural or homesteading, kind of off the grid or somewhere like that, away from the grocery stores, try Amazon. They have a ton more food now than they did in the past. So that's one way to get your food. Anyhow, go ahead and marinate with the teriyaki sauce. If you don't have this particular one, you can get, La Choy, whatever other brands they have at your store. It'll have instructions on how to marinate your meat on the bottle itself. So go ahead and just follow that. Marinate your meat, which is what I'm doing. I have my chicken in a plastic bag over here kind of marinating, and I'll show you that after I finish here. So what I want to do first is I want to go ahead and cut up my zucchini. So actually I have pretty exciting. I have zucchini straight from our garden. So if you have not checked out our garden, go into my channel and go check out the progress in our garden. We're already producing and picking vegetables. So I have 4 zucchinis here fresh from the garden, and I'm going to slice those up over here and put them in my bowl. I'm also going to marinate them, but I'll show you that process. So you can cut your zucchini however you like. Oftentimes I just cut them, the circle way, kind of like you cut, a cucumber. But today I'm going to cut them in like little square pieces. And if you have chickens, save all of your little pieces, your little ends and trash. We have chickens, so we're going to give these to the chickens. We also have horses, and if you, have a farm or something like that, most of the animals eat the trash. And if they don't, you can always compost and use it for your garden. All right, so I'm going to slice kind of like the long way here, so I can make more of like a square. So I'm going to create 4 pieces here of my zucchini. So they turn out like this, right? I'm going to take 2 at a time and just kind of slice them into, they're not technically squares, but they're going to be like this. That's what I want for this meal. But like I say, usually I just do them the circular way, and that's fine as well. But I think I want them to be this way today. Just trying something different. If your family gets tired of a certain meal, sometimes you don't have to change like the whole meal. You could just do something simple like change the shape of how you cut something. And believe it or not, your family will think it's something new. And it'll just be natural to them. They'll just get excited about that new thing for a while. It's kind of like a child, take away their toys, put it away somewhere they can't find them, and then bring it back out at a different time. And they'll be excited about it. If they have too many toys out, they don't really appreciate the things, right? Okay, so this zucchini looks like it's going to be really, really yummy. It's just that tender, kind of soft, just picked yummy zucchini kind of thing. So here we go. I cut some more up just the same way I did the other ones. So we actually did zucchini the other night, fried. So just like while we were frying our fried green tomatoes, we went ahead and fried some zucchini. And believe it or not, I mean, I love fried green tomatoes, like absolutely love them. And I am gonna have to say that that night I preferred the zucchini. They were that good. I mean, that's saying a lot, guys. So you can fry your zucchini. You can do a lot of different things with your zucchini. So here's another one I'm gonna do. And so I usually make them the Asian style. The other way that we also do them is we marinate them in Italian salad dressing. You know, the oil-based kind, not the creamy kind. Although maybe you could marinate it in anything, in any of the dressings. Never really tried the creamy. I just don't think that it would be good. I don't know. Comment down below if you've ever done that and how it's turned out. So on this channel, I'm kind of sharing with you my tried and true recipes, things that have worked for me and my family, things that we like to eat. So I'm not like a chicken. I'm not a kitchen or, cook or chef or expert of cooking or anything like that. I don't claim to be. I'm just sharing with you the things that I like. And on this channel, it's just whatever kind of things I feel like sharing from my life. All right, here's our last zucchini. But yeah, you could marinate this in different things. We've also used like the marinades that you use for meat. You could also do for this. But since I am making an Asian meal, I'm doing teriyaki. If you don't have teriyaki, you can do soy sauce and add in a little bit of sugar and garlic powder, and that essentially creates your teriyaki sauce. Look up a teriyaki sauce recipe. Okay, so I've chopped up all my zucchinis, and it's actually filled the bowl. Woo. So I'm wondering if I'm going to have enough space in here for everything else I'm going to put in here. So I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle some salt and pepper. Go ahead and just sprinkle that in there to your taste, however you like. You can always add more later, whatever, but you can't take any away. Okay, so I have here garlic salt. So if you have garlic salt, put some garlic salt in there. If you have garlic powder, put some garlic powder in there. And I have minced onion. Now, if you have onion powder, you can use that. I'm using the minced onion today. I don't know. I would maybe prefer the onion, the powdered onion. All right, so here is the other part. I'm going to put a little bit of light brown sugar. You're going to want, I don't know, like maybe 2 tablespoons. That might be too much. We'll have to see. You can't really go wrong with that. What it does is creates a sauce, which is essentially the teriyaki sauce. Okay, so now it's time to put in the teriyaki sauce. So y'all can use, ooh, I feel like something's gonna make me sneeze. Y'all can use a spoon or, something to toss your zucchini in with all the other ingredients. You're going to want to like incorporate everything. And of course, some of those are powders. And as this sits, because you're going to allow this to marinate, as this sits, like let's say there's some granulated pieces of sugar in there. Well, they're going to kind of melt down and incorporate with the zucchini. And then you can just continue to mix it, here and there as it sits and marinates. So you don't have to mix it like perfectly. This is what mine looks like, and I'm going to let it sit. And of course, I'm still going to mix it here and there. So that's what I'm going to do. If you feel like it needs more or less, you can kind of use your teriyaki sauce to coat it. You can use that to taste. So I'm not going to really put on there how much to use. I will link, not link, but I'll include my description recipe there in my description, so you can go see that. And it'll say how much to use of this, but you can always use more or less. That's completely up to you. So I'm gonna let this marinate. You can let it sit here on your counter. I'm only gonna let it marinate like 20 or 30 minutes. So for that reason, I'll just let it sit here on the counter. All right, I'm gonna turn on to the next thing. We're gonna do our chicken now. So now I have my chicken here. I have marinated my chicken in the teriyaki sauce. So this is that same sauce that I showed y'all in the earlier portion where I was doing the zucchini. So these are all chicken thighs. It's about, I don't know, 1.5 pounds. So what I'm gonna do to make my chicken thighs is I'm gonna make them in the air fryer. Now I've made these on the stove, I made them in the oven, and I've grilled them. The best way to make them, in my opinion, is to grill them and then slice them nicely, and they stay juicy and really nice like that. The other way I like to do them is in the air fryer. Believe it or not, they retain their moisture, or their juice, a lot better this way than when I cook it on the stove. Now that's just me. Y'all know if you can cook chicken, which way you can cook it. For example, my husband would never ever use the air fryer. Like, he would never want to use that. He doesn't use that. So y'all know what kind of way you want to cook your chicken. Cook it whichever way you want, because all you're going to really do after it's cooked is slice it to pieces and just serve alongside rice and your zucchini. So you really don't need to make it any which way. You could bake it, you could grill it, you could air fry it, whatever you think. So I was able to fit 3 of the chicken thighs in here that are marinated. There you can see. Now I have a smaller air fryer. If you have one of the bigger ones, that's better. If you have one where you can put the sheet and just put them all on there, but I have to run it twice, and that's okay for me. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to run this one, then I'm going to run the next one. All right, here I have my rice cooking. It's already cooked. It's on warm now. I just want to let y'all know you can make your rice in the rice cooker. Is the easiest thing to do. If y'all don't know, the easiest thing about it is you just literally put in a cup of rice, 2 cups of water. So for every 1 cup or whatever, you double. And I put in a little bit of butter. That's just what I do. And you just set it. You just click it down. And this is the oldest rice cooker I've had. I've had this since I left my home, like when I was really young. So yeah, don't judge. It's pretty old looking, but it works really good. And this feeds our family of 3. It's a smaller size. Anyhow, I have my rice there, and that's going to be part of our dinner. All right, here is our zucchini. I've already cooked it up to how we like it. You can cook it up to whatever tenderness you like. And then here is our chicken. This is our teriyaki chicken. It is so yummy. I've already tried it. So what you can do at the end is you could add some more teriyaki sauce to it if you would like, and some honey, which is what I've already done. And so we're going to serve our plates, and it's going to be real yummy.